of his testimony yesterday, Judge Brett Kavanaugh struck a tone of righteous indignation. Don't you think so? Accusing the Democrats of orchestrating a political hit job on him. Under questioning, he appeared peeved and petulant when Democrats pressed him for details about his past.
So you're saying there's never been a case where you drank so much that you didn't remember what happened the night before or part of what happened?
You're asking about, blackout. I don't know. Have you?
Could you answer the question, Judge? That's not happened. Is that your answer?
Yeah, and I'm curious if you have.
I have no drinking problem.
The Swetnick thing is a joke. That is a farce.
Would you like to say more about it?
No. I was number one in the class.
Freshman. And I thought
no.
I thought only the Senate.
You got this up. I'm gonna talk about my high school. No. I'm gonna
let him answer.
I'm gonna talk about my high school record. If you're gonna sit here and mock me.
Did the word, Ralph, you used in your yearbook
I already answered the question. If you're,
did it relate to alcohol?
I like beer.
You haven't answered that.
I like beer. I don't know if you do.
Okay.
Do you like beer, Senator, or not? What do you like to drink?
Next one is
Senator, what do you like to drink? I welcome whatever the committee wants to do because I'm telling the truth.
I want to know what you want to do.
I'm telling the truth.
I want to know what you want to do, Judge.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent of this charge.
Then you're prepared for an FBI investigation?
They don't reach conclusions. You reach the conclusions,
No,
Senator.
but they do investigate questions.
Well, today, the ranking Democrat in the Judiciary Committee, Senator Dianne Feinstein of California, described Kavanaugh's behavior as aggressive and belligerent, saying that I've never seen a nominee for any position behave in that manner. Well, joining right now is Nina Totenberg, legal affairs correspondent for National Public Radio, and Pramila Jayapal, who's a Democratic congressman from the state of Washington, and in fact from Seattle, which is very important. Let's go on. You're the expert, Nina. You've had fights with Senator Simpson. You've got a history of what temperament's all about in your days.
When I was very youthful. Look, I didn't think that Judge Kavanaugh was a good witness. And the reason he wasn't a good witness was, I'm not saying that he's guilty as charged, but he was unhinged. I mean, as you picked and chose the cuts, yes. But there was more of that than there was of anything thoughtful, or there was some tearful. But there was more rage there than anything else. I mean, if you had a boss who acted like that, no matter what the circumstances were, you would run for the exit.
Yeah, it was almost like scenes from A Few Good Men or
well, yeah, you're not the first person who said that.
When the bad guy just shows it off in perfect form.
Or when they're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, the crazy thing is he spent a lot of time in the earlier hearings trying to project sort of this deeply serious, grounded judicial temperament, and it all fell away yesterday during those hearings. He became belligerent, abusive, defiant, defensive, not righteous indignation, but actually self-righteous denigration was what I felt like we were hearing. And
do you think he lost? Do you think he felt that he had already lost? He might as well say what he felt.
I think that might have been part of it, but I will tell you, I got a lot of calls from constituents today and emails from constituents who were horrified at that piece. They were saying, look, we were horrified to start with the allegations of assault. But this piece around temperament is really critical. We want somebody on the Supreme Court who is going to be able to be fair. And this man does not. He looks unhinged, as Nita said. He does not look like he
didn't hit me as Anthony Kennedy. Anyway, Kavanaugh also engaged in some conspiratorial thinking, blaming the emergence of the allegations against him on left-wing activists who are seeking revenge on behalf of the Clintons.
This whole 2-week effort has been a calculated and orchestrated political hit, fueled with apparent pent-up anger about President Trump and the 2016 election, fear that has been unfairly stoked about my judicial record, revenge on behalf of the Clintons, and millions of dollars in money from outside left-wing opposition groups.
And Nina, where's the facts on that? Are there any facts of a big? I know that there are a lot of activists.
I mean,
on the
there are
progressive
a lot
side.
of activists. There are a lot of activists who are opposed to his nomination. There have been some ads, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of ads, but not as many as the millions of dollars of ads that have supported him. or that were, for that matter, run by conservatives against Merrick
They're still
Garland.
running today.
Yes, they're still running today. But the point is that I've never seen a nominee for any judicial position or any position, be so overtly partisan. He said repeatedly, I wrote this myself. I hope he didn't. I hope this is,
Didn't you hear in his voice, both of you, the voice of a former White House staffer? A guy who really worked his way up the political ladder, not
That's a
so
good
much the
point.
judicial ladder. He comes from that world.
He does, though I heard.
Because I was in that world. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
I was in the partisan
yeah, but this
political
is
world.
more
But this
Trumpian
was-
than Bushian.
Yes, and there were times when I felt like I was listening to the voice of a 3-year-old. I like beer. I mean, it is a bizarre
Mikey
thing
likes it.
for a judicial nominee to the Supreme Court. To
Why
say.
do you? What's
But
you're a politician. Why would a guy say maybe 10 times in a hearing about his belligerence under the influence of alcohol, keep saying I like beer?
I think he was trying to appeal to a certain group of voters across the country, the base, the
Joe
Trump
Sixpack.
base. I mean, I think that was part of it, and
I don't think that's fair.
What was his argument for saying I like beer?
Why else would he say that over and over
Because
again?
he's not pretending that I've never drunk beer. And so I think it's a fair thing to say, look, I like beer. I probably drank too much beer in high school occasionally, but I didn't do this. He went way beyond that.
He actually, though, I would say he has actually tried to deny over and over again that he was, that he liked beer a lot. I mean, he's gone back and forth
They're
as you
going to kill
go
him on
through
Saturday
this.
Night Live. Saturday night. We were talking about that. Saturday Night Live is going to the bank with this guy. I mean, they're going to have
how
a guy
could
in
they
the witness
not?
stand with a beer next to him, probably a big stein. Thank you, Nina Tober. You're a pro of
Thank
the best.
you.
And Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal of the great city of Seattle.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.